Hey guys, welcome back to Art with Tia. Today we're going back to the basics. We're just going to be doing a few warm-up drawings and I'll chit-chat about my process. So let's get to it. I just want to start out by saying I just got these mechanical pencil set for drawing and I'm already obsessed with them. I pretty much use them anytime I'm drawing, anytime I'm sketching. I used to just use like regular mechanical pencils, but obviously the lead in this is so much better and you obviously have, different sizes, so I've been obsessed with them. I feel like it's been like a journey in terms of finding my style. I still low-key am still trying to find it. I do know that when I am drawing a person, at least, that I always do like to go for a mix between realism and cartoonishness. So obviously the people looked real, they look three-dimensional, but they do have this exaggerated, like bigger eyes, bigger lips, everything's probably a bit more like symmetrical. I just like them to have this cuteness to them. I think that's why it's so hard for me to draw males, because they always end up looking like women. They always end up looking super cutesy. So I do love to have this mix between realism and cartoonishness, and they just end up looking super cute, and that's truly what I try to go for most of the time. This drawing, I just really want to name them. I think they're so cute and I just want to name them. I used to name all my drawings all the time when I was younger. Like, I would just make them be characters. It's like creating OCs, like original characters, which is what I do eventually want to do. I do have this reoccurring character that I always draw. It's a black woman with blue hair, and I just, not intentionally, but I just always end up drawing her in some aspect that at this point I'm claiming her as the same person. I want to start going back to doing that again, like creating original characters, giving them some type of backstory like I did when I was younger, and obviously like I want to do in the future. And so I'm going to be naming these drawings too. Honestly, I don't know if I'll like the names when I look back at this, but these are the names I'm feeling right now. I don't often use guiding shapes. I kind of just draw what I see. Obviously start with the head first, but sometimes when the head position is a little bit more hard for me to pinpoint or hard to just put down on paper, I do use like circles and like those guiding shapes. Not often. I feel like if I use them often, then I'd probably like have better outcomes, but I just always end up using them only in like desperate measures. always avoid drawing glasses at all costs. For some reason, I was like, okay, we're gonna draw these glasses today. And I'm not mad at it. They do look a little bit crooked, but they look good. They look better than any other glasses I've ever done before. Already, you can see the difference between these two drawings, especially in terms of the shading. I'm gonna be honest, I don't sketch as often as I should, but obviously that first one was definitely a warm-up, but this one you can already see the clear improvement. I love when improvement happens. I'm thinking about doing a video where I just draw every single day, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, as much as I love making art, I don't always draw every day, even though I should. Just, obviously to practice and just work those muscles, but yeah. I don't know if you can tell, but it's been a couple of days since the last two drawings. I had my sketchbook popped up a bit just to find different angles to record, and it was a slight learning curve drawing like this, and it did affect my drawing, interestingly enough. I just ended up making it more hyper-realistic than I planned to. Does that ever happen to anybody when you're drawing something and then it just, I don't know, comes out more realistic? I kind of wanted it to be more stylized, but I just got anxious and I just kept going. Just so ridiculous. But yes, that did happen. When it comes to filming yourself drawing, there's this pressure to perform really well. And so my brain just told me I had to make this thing perfect. And I guess that's where I started going down the rabbit hole of making it more on the realistic side. That's the downside of recording your creative process. You can't always capture it very well. But one thing I do love about warm-up sketches and practicing is when you find something that works. I personally really like these highlighted portions angled around the jaw and around the face. I just really love how that looks, and I've kind of incorporated it in each of the sketches. I don't do that too often, but I think I'm going to start doing that now. I do love when I find little tidbits to add to my personal style. But even though, the third one didn't go as planned, I very, very much love the way that it turned out. At the end of the day, I did have some takeaways, so I would personally call this a success, okay? And don't ask me why I chose 2 reference images that have pigtails or why I didn't shade them in, okay? There's really no rhyme or reason. So I did want to add some color to this one, just give each of them their own like pop of color. I used Poxa markers to just color out the hat. I really like the dichotomy of 2D and 3D styles conjoined together. And so I love the idea of just making this hat like a flat color while the face is obviously very 3-dimensional and pretty realistic. I love the way that that looks. I think it looks cool. And then I decided to revisit the second drawing and give that its own pop of color as well. Thank you guys so much for joining me while I just did some warm-up drawings, and I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys soon.